Hello, thank you guys for tuning in and subscribing to my channel. Today is 5/1/2025. I don't know why people think that spiritual girls don't get sexy and shape their booty. Oh. I'm just... Y'all, those spiritual women are the most freakiest, sexual freakiest women. I'm just speaking facts, truth to this situation here. A lot of times, people think because you got certain people, men or feminine or masculine energies, men or women, who are spiritual. And they think that just because they're so tapped in, they're very spiritual, that they can't be this sexual person. Somebody who can turn your mind inside out in all forms and ways, with conversation, with sexual pleasures and things like that. Some people could, kind of like back off from spiritual people when they know that that person is actually on a spiritual path, talking spiritual content and things, context and things like that. So it's like they be like, they probably know what I'm doing and all that. But at the same time, they are fun, exciting. You will always find something new with them. You can always expect surprises from with them, being with them. You can always expect surprises from them in a connection or a relationship. Hey, take what resonates and leave the rest. But yes, spiritual people, spiritual ones, are definitely freaky. Okay, I don't know why I'm tapping into like that freaky stuff, but spiritual women, spiritual men are the most dangerous ones to deal with in connections. Whoever this energy is, you could have dealt with a spiritual person, somebody who was just tapped in, somebody who was following their spiritual path, journey, context, conversation, things like that were very spiritual. And you thought that maybe, you can work that out with them. And then you found out that you was actually scared, maybe kind of a little feared of getting back with someone who is spiritual here, whoever this energy is. This could have been somebody who was in church. This could have been somebody who just, work with their ancestors, angels, archangels, things like that, tarot, herbal things and stuff like that. Or the Bible, you was dealing with somebody spiritual. And it's like freaking you out to deal with another one, right? You feel like somebody put a spell on you the way that you was so in love with this person, right? Nah, it was just that energy that you never had. Spirit, come through for this energy of somebody got with a spiritual person and thought they was going to do something and something got reversed back to them. You could have tried to play with this spiritual person trying to see if they were real or not. But this time you don't want to play. You know it's real, right? Spirit, what is it about this connection? It says Death Mother, and it was in reverse, okay? Like I said, you think they did something to you, right? But they didn't do anything to you, baby. Okay? The only thing they did was put that boo-boo, mama, wham, man, man, and on you, okay? That then. They put that then on you. And you just couldn't handle it. I just can't handle it. What am I gonna do? What else, Spirit? Death Mother out here, you think so? You really believe just because that person was spiritual, they put something on you, to have your mind on them all the time, to feel like you need their energy around you all the time, and that's not true. Okay? It's just the aura of that person. It's just the energy of that person. That person was well balanced in their energy. They knew who they were. They knew their worth. They knew a lot of good things about themselves that you was unaware of. You could have went to that in that relationship thinking you knew, like I said earlier, like thinking you knew, or you like, oh, they playing. But when you got with them, you like, oh yeah, they real. And how you feeling? Well, the feeling of feeling like this person is real is because you feeling like this person did something to you or whatever. The only thing they did was put that dun 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 on you, baby. Okay, here it come through. The silence and sea turtle. See, whoever you was with moved slow. You moved quickly. It's like you moved quickly with your thoughts into this relationship or into this connection with this person. You know, this person was very quiet, but you knew they were spiritual because of the conversations you guys was having. It's like they would conversate with you about on different levels, but at the same time, they were silent about their energy. They were silent about who they really were spiritually, but they did tell you, or you knew that they were spiritual, but they moved slow with you, but you moved fast with them because of your feelings and your thoughts into the relationship. You could have felt like, you know, like I said, you knew that you're like, they ain't dead or whatever, and just went on in a relationship instead of taking your time to watch and listen and, you know, gather information about that person. You wanted something quickly, and that part is what you feeling right now. Like, you feeling like you need them in your space because you move too fast. You should have slowed down. That way you wouldn't feel this way when you're away from them. But hey, I told you, memory is here. Look, you got me. Look, that person's energy is on you. Got you memorizing all of the sexual pleasures and all of the good time, the conversations, the outings together, things like that. And you want that back. But it's too late because that person wasn't playing. They like, I'm not. It's like this person was a person who was not playing with their energy with someone. They was taking their time. They was taking their time because they knew eventually that something would come up. The red flags would show up. And if they don't like those red flags, they will walk away. I feel like that you're not with this person, but you're actually searching. And you could be the person that know that you are spiritual, and you was dealing with somebody who tried to take it fast, but you took it slow, and you seen some things that you didn't like and you didn't want to deal with in that connection, and you broke it off with them. But that person is definitely in their mind about you, baby. The memories here, like you was just this sweet. They thought they could do something, huh? But you did something, didn't you? Oh my God, this is crazy here, honey. Like I told you, baby, us spiritual people, we get down. We do it, baby. Oh, not like these little bad, these little quick girls. No, baby, we take our time, honey. We make sure you feel it, baby. Let me get out of that. We make sure you feel every pump, every roll, every whatever, baby. Side to side, round and round, up and down, back and forth, split on it. Ran into a cougar, didn't masculine or feminine energy here. Baby, you ran into a cougar, didn't you? I thought you knew what you was doing with that cougar. 4 wands at the bottom of the deck. It's almost like whoever that energy is can see themselves with that divine spiritual being. And you feel like that if you had another chance, you would take it slow with that person. But I feel like whoever you was dealing with don't do second chances here. And I feel like whoever that person is could have told you, like, we could be friends, and I feel like that being friends would be better even though you had a connection with that person, that's what the spirit is saying here. Being friends with that person will be better, because maybe you will learn some things like, well, maybe we didn't supposed to be together. We just supposed to be friends and things like that. Just celebrate as a friendship instead of a connection, because that person's, or whoever, if you're the spiritual person or if you're the person who's dealing with one, it's like the spiritual person here is more forth going. They're more like understanding what it is, where it's going, and where they want to go with it. And if they don't want to go with it, no matter what good is in it, that one little thing or those couple of little things, it's like, no, I can't see myself. I can see myself as a friend, but I can't see myself as a lover with this person anymore. So I feel like that person just, take the loss and, accept the friendship. If you still want to be around that person, you never know what can happen later on down the line. Okay, things do change. Can't be messing around with those spiritual people. Think, I'm going to test it out. Don't even test it. Just go in, take it slow and all that. Don't be in your mind. I'm going to test this. I'm going to test their spirituality. I'm going to test it. I'm going to test. And then all that time you tested yourself. Now you got the results from your test, and you were like, man, why I can't get this person out of my mind? Why I can't? Whoever you are, spiritual being, they can't get you off their mind, baby. You done put that dun 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 on their ass. Spirit comes through for this energy on the board for the collective. The Ace of Cups. Like, it's a lot of love between this connection, though. It's not like, when you go through a lot in a relationship and you're learning certain things and you seeing red flags, you're like, I don't want to deal with that, and you moving forward. And you're not worried about that person, and that person starts to worry about you, and you got to do all type of things to get this person out of your energy. That's not this. This almost feels like a friendship, loveship, friendship type energy. It's like maybe you guys were friends at first, and then you decide to be, try to do a little something, try to, date it. Date, go out, do some things like that. And once you guys start to do that, you start to see other things that you didn't see when you guys were just friends. But it's not to the point where it's so bad where you guys can't communicate anymore. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like you guys still communicate, but it's not so much of a sexual thing. But whoever is somebody in this connection that want that sexual. And I think it's that person who tests the spiritual one. It is somebody who's very spiritual, but the other person was not. They was into it, whatever, but they wasn't so into it. They're feeling that way. Because like I said, they rushed into it. It's like they was moving fast with their thought process about the connection. They was like, oh yeah, I'm going to test this, I'm going to test. But it backfired, And I feel like the spiritual being one is just, okay. You're unbothered by a lot of things. You feel like, we're not going to be together, but we can't be friends. It's like it's like your feelings of y'all can be around each other. It doesn't matter if you do or you don't with the spiritual person. But with the other person, it's like they gotta have your energy. They just gotta have it. And they willing to be just friends again. Like we can just be friends, just so they can be in your energy here. They're not a bad person. You could be thinking like, dang, they just want to be in my energy. They know this ain't gonna work. I mean, we just cool with friends. Why they, it's not that they're trying to do anything to harm you, anything. They're just stuck in your energy, baby. Spirit come through for this energy on the board. But y'all have a lot of love for each other as friends and once lovers. Past lovers, current friendship is everything here. Okay? Spirit come through for this energy. I don't think that person doing nothing evil here. The Ace of Swords is out here. Y'all call the truth about y'all relationship, right? You got these aces out of here. It's like it's like completion. A completed flow of love between the two of you. And truth. It's like you felt like you probably told them, like, I take my time. I feel like you was rushing on some things, and I feel like some of the things that I saw is some things that I can't just deal with in a relationship, but a friendship, I can deal with that because I don't have to pull my feelings so deeply into it as friends. But as lovers, I have to deal with that, and that's something I don't want to deal with. I feel like y'all got a very good understanding with each other, but you got that friend, whoever you are, spiritual being, that person, they want to be more than friends. They say we can't be friends. We need to be more than friends. But they know it was a time that you guys were. So they know how it is with the love part of you and the friendship part of you. So I feel like that this connection will be okay. I feel like whoever the spiritual person is eventually will see that energy just want to be around. It's like they it's not like they need your energy to do anything or they just need to be around you to feel that comfortability of connecting with someone. They could not be with someone or have so many friends or things like that. So your energy is something they can look forward to, something good happening for them. And that's not bad at all. It's almost like a motivating energy, So if you around somebody who motivates you, you're going to want to be around that person, like get advice and things like that, understanding certain things, getting wise in some things, because you feel like that person is wise enough, and that's how they feel about you, collective. So you could have been like, man, I left them alone, but we friends now, they act like blah, blah, blah. But it's not what you think it is, baby. This is specifically for somebody who's thinking that way, who is spiritual. Okay. I mean, y'all call the truth with each other. There is no more lies here in this connection. That person who wants your energy, that lover that's now your friend, that person who wants your energy, this person trusts you. They know you're not going to do anything evil. They know you're not an evil witch. They know you won't do anything. They know this. Like they are 100% about who you really are. That's why they want to stay around your energy. Because you've been thinking like, they must think I put a spell. They think I did it by them doing this and them doing that. They act like this. They calling me. It's not that. It's none of that. That person knows the truth. You know the truth. Y'all got a complete, honest connection here. So you got to stop thinking negative about what that person is doing. They just feel like you are a motivator now to them. Love, knowledge, understanding, truth, and they can't find that in nobody else but you, baby. Okay? You gotta look at it like, I'm a bad mother. Shut your mouth, okay, honey? Spirit, come through for this energy on the board. Baby, you a bad mother. Shut your mouth. The King of Cups is out here, and it was going like a little sideways because, like, I feel like that you guys both are calling the truth. But one of you, spiritual one, you probably thinking that like a lot of negative things about why that person is doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some truth here, a lot of truth here. But I feel like that you just need to take your heart with this. You see your conversation you had with them, they understood the truth about the actions you guys need to take further with your love for each other, which is being friends, right? If they had to agree and say, "No, I don't want to be out," that's when you should. But they're complying with you, with the truth. So, you know what I'm saying? What else here? The Three of Swords is out here, clarify, spirit. I'm telling you, that person is, they want to be your lover, but they feel like if you guys spend more time as friends, then you will understand them better, and maybe it's a chance. They also have in their mind that it may not be a chance, and that's what hurt them so bad. During the time you guys are friends, maybe you will find another connection, and they will have to watch your connection and be the friend. That's where the heartbreak comes in. That spirit clarify. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles out here. You see what I'm saying? It's like this broken heart or what they're feeling is not stopping them from manifesting some things in their life. It's not stopping them from getting anything in their life. It's not stopping them. If you notice, that person is still working good. They're doing good. They're not into nothing negative and all of those things. And you're not as well. So you got to remember that part. Because if they was, you would be like, oh, why is they acting like that? They lost their job, they this and that and that. So it's got to be something good about that person being heartbroken by you guys are not being a committed relationship or being in that committed relationship, but now you guys are friends. And it's still hurting that person, but it's not hurting the collective, the spiritual one here. It's not hurting you because you know your worth, you know what you want to do, you say what you want to say, you know what I'm saying, you be honest about what you saying, and you feel better about being honest. And you do care about this person feeling, but it's like you feel like they're trying to do more than friends. And they're only doing that because you got to understand it was once a relationship. Everyone's feelings are not the same when there's a breakup and then a reconnection of a friendship instead, or you know, an agreement of a friendship instead. You know what I'm saying? Spirit, come through for this energy on the board. You got the Lovers card out here, baby. And it was going halfway because you guys are in love, but you're friends now. You were lovers, but you're friends now. You see what I'm saying? That's why that card went halfway on this King of Cups out here. I feel like these energies here today could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy along with water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It could be a Scorpio and a Libra type energy here. That's what I'm getting, because that Libra is more of a relationship type person. And then that water energy, if they feel like it's something they're not going to deal with, they're not going to. Water energies are so truthful about their feelings towards you, if they're bad or if they're good. That's just a note, a star note for people who don't understand water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Cancer's on the other end. I would look the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck as I'm talking, you know. I feel like that Libra is the person who is not the spiritual one, and the water sign is, okay? You could be a Scorpio or Pisces energy. I'm not going to say Cancer energy here because Cancers, they'll lie. Oh, yeah. Cancers will lie with their feelings. Cancers will lie to you and say, I love you, knowing they don't get, but they can visualize them loving you. But they can't see what can happen before what they're seeing. You see what I'm saying? It's like the breakup can happen. They're like, oh, I thought we was going to be together. That's why I said I don't love them at this moment. That's why I said I love them at this moment, because I thought we was going. And that's why I said I didn't love them, because I thought we would. It's almost like when a Cancer say, I don't love them, they end up loving them. And when they say, I do love them, they end up not loving them with Cancers. But with Scorpios and Pisces, it's almost like they automatically know if they're going to be with that person for a long time, even if they just going to be friends with them. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like that's that Scorpio Pisces energy of that spiritual person here. You're like, you know, I don't want to be committed, but we still can be friends, because Pisces and Scorpio still want to hold on to people they connect with in some type of way. If they can get an understanding, that's even better. They can move on with their life and act like, you know, and live their life. But that Libra energy here, that Libra say, I ain't get my justice that I'm looking for yet. I'm steady looking for it. Air energy. I'm steady out here searching for it. But I'm searching right here in this same spot here that's in front of me. I'm going to try to make that work. I'm going to call some things. So that Libra energy probably like, you know, I'm just glad we're friends now, even though we're not together. But hopefully we don't know what the future holds. Like they know eventually they going to get, you know what I'm saying, type energy. Like I said, that Four of Swords is out here. You know, that Three of Swords out here with the Ace of Pentacles. Like I said, these feelings that this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy is having is not keeping them from taking action on making their money, achieving some things in their life. Because they know whoever you are, Scorpio and Pisces, you are paying attention to their achievements. You're paying attention to what they're creating and doing. That's what Pisces and Scorpios do. The person who they love, they pay attention to how they move, how they work, how they do, how they achieve, how they get. And if they see them slacking, oh, that friendship is gone. They feel like, oh, so you gonna let something that happen all the time stop you from getting? That's how Pisces and Scorpio work. Scorpios are go-getters. Pisces are secretly go-getters. Pisces will go do a lot of things and nobody would know. If they come around them, they'll be like, dang, oh, you. It'd be like a surprise. And they'd be like, oh, yeah, I did that last year. Or I did that 6 months ago. And people like, oh, I ain't see. Because Pisces are secretive as well as Scorpios. They're mystery when it comes to their doing, achievements, plans, things like that. Some people feel like Pisces and Scorpios are quiet in their own way. Scorpios, when they get around people they love, they act a fool, baby. Oh, they act a fool. But when they get around people they don't know, they too busy processing. They intuitive mind be processing the energy that they're around. The same with the Pisces energy. I'm just giving y'all the scoop. Got that 4 of Swords out here with the Strength card. Like I said, it's almost like having that energy you need being around that person. I feel like the water energy is not that. I feel like it's the air energy that's that way. This air energy needs that energy from this Pisces, Scorpio energy here. Like I said, you could be a Cancer too, but I'm just saying, I'm just feeling like it's a Pisces, Scorpio type of energy. And I said Libra, but you could be a Gemini, Aquarius. I'm just feeling like it's Libra and Scorpio mainly here. But it could be your Pisces too as well. Spirit, come through for this energy on the board for the collective overall. Judgment is here for show. With the Hermit card. It's almost like whoever this air energy is towards you, spiritual water sign. I feel like that they're trying to find understanding. Trying to be wise in this judgment with this friendship. They're trying to seek forward in this judgment of this friendship. Trying to see how they can, continue to be friends without bringing any type of love conversations in with you. They're respecting you here. Whoever you are, water sign, Pisces and Scorpio energy, or Cancer energy, whoever you are, that air energy is respecting the hell out of y'all committed connection here. The truth has been called. Action has been taken towards that truth. You guys are now friends now. And the judgment of this air energy is that they just need to find out how to be your friend instead of being your lover. It's kind of difficult for them because they're more of relationship type energy. That's why I say Libra, because they're more of a relationship, keeping the relationship together, the couple, and your energy is as well. That's why the conversation went really well with you guys for being friends instead of lovers, or taking that step forward on another level with each other. I feel like that Libra energy is not in this type of slavery type energy anymore. They're actually making moves and putting things together to achieve something with this energy that's flowing through them about this recent change over from a lover to a friendship here. Spirits, another card here for somebody. The 6 of Cups is out here with the 9 of Swords and then the 10 of Pentacles. You see what I'm saying? The 6 of Cups out here. The 9 of Swords is out here. Then you got the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like that you guys are going to support each other in a way where, if y'all want to go out together, y'all want to do this together as friends, I feel like it's going to work for the both of you. Because like I said, you already know each other. This is just a part that you don't understand, Libra energy, that the connection is now friendship, not loveship here. And it's kind of bothering them in their way. It's like they feel like they made the wrong move towards you. Like I said, memories is here, right? You know what I'm saying? From earlier, right? And you see how you sitting up in the bed like, damn. And then the 6 of Cups is out here like, dang, we was giving each other love. I was doing, what did I do wrong? Like, I've been taking action towards right. But they was taking too many actions quickly here for you, water sign, Pisces or Scorpio energy. You was taking your time. They was moving a little bit too fast and thinking that something was going to be forever when the red flag started to show that you didn't appreciate, that you set boundaries on, and you feel like even though they showing you all this love, you don't want to break your boundaries because you know things can happen. So you like, you know, I think we should just be friends. That part is messing with that Libra type energy, or that air type, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy here. You know what I'm saying? And they're really thinking about the love connection that you guys had, how much time you spent together, what y'all accumulated together. And that part was kind of bringing them down. And you saw it. That's why you like, I don't know if I want to be their friend or not. But then you start to see them achieve some things like, oh, okay, I see this. They really understood. That made you, it's almost like that Scorpio, Cancer energy. You like, or Pisces energy. You like, oh, they understand. It's like I say, you watch people when you break up with them or when you separate from them. You like, let me see how their energy is. That can tell you if they weak or if they strong-minded. Take what resonates and leave the rest. The strength card still at the bottom of the deck. Like I said, you look at them and see if they weak or if they strong. If they gonna keep getting their money, they gonna keep doing things. They gonna keep. They ain't gonna let me stop them. Little old me stop them. I like that. I feel like y'all might get back together. Spirit come through. The Three of Pentacles is out here. It's like because whoever that air energy is have presented or shown their worth to that water sign. They show that no matter what they going through, they still can stand strong in what the spirit has them to continue to do. And that's working, building, making their money, doing what they got to do for their home, not stopping their daily activity just because, you know, of this. And it's all because of the understanding. So it's like, the Pisces water energy, like, oh, they got to understand that we friends now. Let me see how their energy going to move. So it's like that Libra energy kept working, kept doing. But it's at first they backed off of that thing. They could have been calling off of work. Or if you a Libra, you watching this, you could have been calling off of work. You could have been doing all this That Pisces was like, you was calling them. They was like, oh, I'm busy right now. But when you start to gain and started to pick yourself back up and start doing things and getting things and achieving things. And every time you call that Pisces, Scorpio energy, Cancer energy, you like, what's going on? I don't know what you doing today. Oh, no, let's go out. Oh, okay. You know, I meet you up there and all that. Like that. You like, you know what happened? Yep, they was watching you. They was trying to see, was you weak or was you strong enough to be connected to them? The Page of Pentacles is out here, baby. Good news is coming in this connection. Financially and spiritually. Okay? So, take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm just Moon Priestess, the messenger. Always remember, you guys, those spiritual people, just because they spiritual and just because they talk to their spirit guides, the spirit of God, ancestors, angels, and all that, remember, they can take it slow and get you. And you'll be like, dang, I don't want to get out of that energy. Yeah, I'll be your friend. Oh, I got to pick myself back up. Oh, okay. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm just Moon Priestess, the messenger, delivering to the collective today. Have a wonderful day. And I hope this message helps somebody. Bye-bye.